Finally, Newswatch is only one vehicle that audiences use to voice their objections and occasionally compliments about BBC output. Complaints can go through a more formal procedure, ending up with a finding by the BBC Trust. And that's what's happened after this was broadcast in November 2015, following the terror attacks in Paris.
Earlier today, I asked the Labour leader, Jeremy Corbyn, if he were the resident here at Number 10, whether or not he would be happy for British officers to pull the trigger in the event of a Paris-style attack.
I'm not happy with the shoot-to-kill policy in general. I think that is quite dangerous, and I think can often be counterproductive. I think you have to have security that prevents people firing off weapons where you can. There are various degrees of doing things, as we know, but the idea you end up with a war on the streets is not a good thing.
But Jeremy Corbyn had in fact been responding there to a question from Laura Kuenssberg about whether he would be happy to order police or military to shoot to kill on Britain's streets, and not specifically regarding a Paris-style attack in the UK. The BBC Trust this week found that the report inaccurately represented the Labour leader's views, breaching the BBC's impartiality and accuracy guidelines. But BBC News has rejected that, saying Mr Corbyn's remarks were not taken out of context, that he fully understood the nature of the questions asked and were reported accurately and impartially. John Blair from St Andrews objected to what he saw as insufficient coverage of the finding on the BBC itself, writing, "Incidents of this nature cause irreparable harm to the trust we public place in the professed impartiality of the BBC, and attempting to cover up transgressions makes for even greater distrust." And Hugh Mooney had this response: "It seems that the BBC is only worried about fake news it does not agree with. Your own staff manage to keep their jobs even when they are caught lying to the nation."